Hi, so good day ladies and gentlemen. If you tuned into this video specifically to see the problem that I found with IPVanish and Firesticks, please go to this time frame on the video now. The link is also in the description. Right now I'm going to talk to some of my Trinidadian brothers and sisters about VPN, virtual private networks. I'm making a series of videos about cutting the cord. And when I say that, I mean switching from your cable to provider to Firesticks or Android TV boxes. All right. And one of the things you'll see, not just myself, but a lot of people recommended, is to get a VPN. Now, this does two things really. If you ever watched a video, gone to watch a video on the internet, and it says you cannot watch this video due to your location. Now, what a VPN does is it changes your geolocation. So even though we're in Trinidad, on your computer, your IP address will come up as American, English, or wherever you choose, or wherever the virtual private network service provider that you've chosen has servers, what countries they have servers in. All right. So that is really handy for watching a wider range of video. For example, I've got Amazon Prime, where I could watch a whole series of their videos. But even though I've got Amazon Prime, because I'm in Trinidad, the only one that I was able to watch was the Grand Tour. And right now I'm sick and tired of Jeremy Clarkson. I've had him up to here, you know, so that was the only Amazon Prime video I was able to watch in Trinidad, even with an Amazon Prime account. So it doesn't make sense. You really do have to get a VPN. Some people ask, is it legal? Yes, of course. It is totally legal to get a VPN. All it is like rich companies or rich people might have an office in another country with some servers, computers, and they can change their geolocation that way. We're doing the same thing basically. We're just buying a part of that server or that computer in another country. So it's totally legal. There's nothing wrong with having VPNs. The second reason you want one is for security. It changes your IP address from your public IP address to the VPN service providers, one of their servers' IP addresses. And that is very handy with your security. Doesn't mean that you should stop using your virus protections or firewalls. No, still use those. It's just giving you added security. So it hides who you are and what you're doing. Not even your ISP can tell what you're doing, what you're watching, where you're surfing. All right. So the various types of VPN, well, two really. One is free and the other is paid for. Free service, just like anything, social media accounts, email accounts, they come at a cost. They're not really free per se. Free social media accounts will sell your surfing information, your surfing history. Same way, anything free comes at a cost. Now, with a VPN, I suggest you get a paid one, especially like a lot of the free ones have like a data limit. I mean, some of the best I've seen probably might have a 70 gigabit data limit for the month, but still, if you're watching which you plan to do, watching like changing your cable provider to a Fire Stick or Android TV box, you could easily run up more than 70 gigs. So I don't recommend a free one. The paid service that I use personally is IPVANISH. They're marked as one of the best. They're recommended by a lot of people. There are alternatives out there. I always recommend shopping around. If you have any recommendations, please let me know. But the price of that is about 10 US a month or $80 a year. But via resellers, you can get deals for 50, 60 US for your first year. So, as I say, search around. Okay, so now to the part of the video. Well, as I say, that was like a recommendation. I really do recommend you get a virtual private network. If you're not going to be doing that much service and surfing, and you just want to test it out, then yeah, get a free one if you want. But really, as I say, if you're watching TV, then you're going to be consuming a lot of data, and a lot of the best ones, the best free ones, have a gigabit limit. Now, the problem that I found with IPVanish is, and I've noticed that some of the IPVanish support staff, until I had conversations with them for hours over a period of days, some of them didn't even realize this problem. But if you are trying to use more than 2 Firesticks simultaneously using the IPVanish app, you'll run into problems. I'm not saying that you can use, say, 2 Firesticks and 2 phones, 2 tablets, 2 smart TVs, up to 10 devices simultaneously via the app, but only 2 of them can be Firesticks. And I've tried to, like, as I say, I've spoke to the IPVanish support. Even some resellers of IPVanish that I've spoken to didn't know about this. So some people might have, for example, very large houses with lots of TVs all over the place. They might want to convert from cable to Android TV boxes, etc. Or people with apartment buildings might want to make the switch, cut the cord as well. I'm just pointing it out. If you thought you could do it via the app, you will run into problems. There's no problem, as I understand, if you run in an Android TV box running pure Android, similar to the phone, then yes, you will be able to use it okay. But if it's an Android TV box running the Android TV OS system or the actual Fire Stick, then you will have problems running more 2 of them simultaneously. You can, as I say, have a maximum of 10 simultaneously, but they can't be 2 Fire Sticks. Another workaround is to install the VPN on your router or router. And you'd have to check with your ISP. They would give you the instruction to do that. You'd also need some information from IPVanish or your VPN provider. They would provide you with that information to put the VPN on your router. The pros are you can have unlimited Fire Sticks going through your router. And unlimited devices, basically. But the cons is you might not want to all your traffic going through a VPN. One, because like it can in situations slow you down, and in other cases there might be particular websites that don't allow VPNs, so you'd have problems accessing those. So the other workaround with that is a second router. But that's a whole different ball game. A second router, one for your VPN, one for your normal traffic. But as I say, that's a whole different ball game. You can search. There's plenty of videos out there on how to do that. But the main point of this video is just to raise that point that if you're thinking of running more than 2 Fire Sticks via the app, then you will run into problems. I just wanted to make that clear. If you do know of a workaround, please comment, let me know. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching.